Good evening. Thank you, Chairman Cloyd, members of the head table, all protocols observed. It is my pleasant duty to introduce Mr. Michael Stewart, our guest speaker for this evening. Who is Mr. Stewart? Michael Anthony Trevor Stewart is a graduate of the University of the West Indies, Mona, Jamaica, in the area of mass communications. Mr. Stewart is a motivational speaker and author. As you have heard, he has 2 books at the back table. He is also a radio and television talk show host, a columnist for newspapers in Tobago, Trinidad, Bahamas, and the Cayman Islands. He has been the communication consultant for the Tobago Regional Health Authority, the general manager of Tobago's only indigenous television station, Channel 5, and hosted for over 3 years one of the most popular talk shows on the island, Mike at Night, at Radio Tambourine. Mr. Stewart has trained thousands of persons in the public and private sector in his 20 years as a trainer. As the executive director and founder of Communication Consultants, Tobago Limited, he provides training in interpersonal communication in the workplace, management training, and personal development programs. Mr. Stewart is here to inspire you this evening as he speaks on the topic, Make Dreams Real. Let's put it together for Mr. Stewart. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the introduction. And Master of Ceremonies, Rotarian Cloyd Blackman, our district governor-elect is Astra Da Costa, and I understand you are making history in being the first woman to occupy the position. Am I right? Congratulations. The president of Rotary Tobago, Dr. Victor Murray, AG Cecil Caruth, and well, I would not say former teacher of mine, a teacher of mine, Mr. Cecil Caruth, Rotarians Tobago, Rotarians Trinidad, Rotarians Grenada. I welcome you and I thank you very much for the opportunity to be able to speak with you today. I'm particularly privileged in that having to be invited to speak to you on your 40th anniversary must count for something, and I want to congratulate the Tobago Rotary Club for achieving 40 years. Could we give them another round of applause? You are an organization also affiliated with 32,000 clubs worldwide in 175 countries. So therefore, Rotary Club must have some measure of clout, and I think we all should give the entire Rotary team a round of applause. I've been asked to speak today on the topic that was selected by your president, your international president, D.K. Lee, who in his presentation in 2008 in an international assembly when he presented the district governors, gave the theme, Make Dreams Real. Every year since 1946, the incoming president would set a theme, and so he went along in the same vein as all his preceding presidents. In fact, your 2009-2010 theme has already been set. This one is particular in that making dreams real is real, and I think also timely, because when your President Lee looked at what the Rotary Club internationally would have been involved in, access to clean water, issues of hunger, literacy, he continued in the vein, but particularly wanted emphasis upon children, young people. And I heard one of your Rotarians say so, that we need to be able to play a bit more emphasis on young people. That is quite instructive, because when we look at some of the issues that are affecting young people and children and the mortality rate, then it becomes one of concern. Over 10 million children die before they are 5 years old. That must therefore pull some measure of concern to us and to you particularly, Rotarians, who have been born out of the entire philosophy of service, really making dreams real. And when we talk about making dreams real, we are talking about giving people a chance to be able to actualize and be able to see the things that they have in their mind, their aspirations and their thrust in life come to reality. So let's talk a bit about making dreams real. Let's talk about the issues that are going to be affecting us in the Caribbean and in Trinidad and Tobago as we attempt to make dreams real. We all have dreams, that's for sure. Every parent, every child, every human being, that is why we are in existence in the first place, because we have a dream. There is something that drives us. There is something that causes us to wake up in the morning and look forward to, an aspiration. One of the worst things to experience in life is a dreamless life, where there is nothing to look forward to, nothing to be able to aspire to. So everyone must have a dream. So there are things that we need to understand. When we're talking about dreams, we are talking about helping people to achieve dreams. But I want you to be able to note something very clearly. If there's nothing else that you would remember that I've said for the entire evening, I want you to understand this one thing. No dream exists on its own. No one has ever had a dream without having a connecting dream somewhere else running simultaneously to your dream. And let me explain, just for in case you don't understand. If you dream to own a luxurious home, a massive house, somebody else somewhere in this world is dreaming about building a mansion. If you dream about becoming a teacher, becoming an excellent teacher, someone somewhere has an aspiration, a dream to become somebody, to have a career, and they are looking for learning. And that's where your teaching career would therefore have connectivity. If you are thinking about becoming a doctor, your child is thinking about becoming a doctor, and you want to excel as a doctor, and that's your dream, there is some patient somewhere whose dream is wellness. Every dream exists in connection with another dream. Every person in the Caribbean, in Tobago, in Trinidad, in the world, who has a dream for a quality of life, there is some Rotarian somewhere who has a dream to make a difference in somebody's life. And therefore, bringing both dreams together is where we are now going to find the formula to make dreams real.